Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ultimate Fashion History for a short episode of 20th Century Style Icons. This episode is actually more of a eulogy because I just learnt that today, August 16th, 2018, we saw the passing of the Queen of Soul. So let's give some R-E-S-P-E-C-T to Miss Aretha Franklin. I don't know about you, but whenever I think of Aretha Franklin, I always think of feathers and jewels and this very theatrical, over-the-top, heightened glamour that she would bring to the stage. Aretha knew instinctively that what you wear on a stage is not what you wear down the street. And she really brought this to her performances. So many boas and ostrich feathers. It was sumptuous and it was wonderful, and I think most of us associate Miss Franklin with this look. But I want to talk about a little moment in her style evolution that I particularly love. In the early 1970s, Miss Franklin adopted and then adapted traditional African attire. Like here, you can see her wearing this elegant headdress, the duek. And isn't that a brilliant dress? It is so flattering, it is so lovely. From the period of about 1970 to 73, Miss Franklin would take dashikis and kombubu and kente cloth and ganga, all of these traditional African designs, and have them adapted for either street clothes or stage clothes. And what's interesting is that some of these garments, particularly the gomizi and the kombubu, this very traditional African dress from Central Africa and Western Africa, and have them adapted into her more flashy stage costumes. Remember, this was a period where race was an enormous topic in the United States. This really was the height of the civil rights movement. And I can't think of any other African-American female performer of this era who actually adopted and adapted traditional African attire for her stage clothes. Aretha did. And I personally love traditional African attire, especially those head wraps, the duak. I love those. And I really think that this is a period of Aretha's style evolution that should be discussed a lot more. Take a look at her here on the cover of Ebony magazine with the dashiki dress and the duak head wrap. So elegant, and it really suited her. It suited her frame. She'd even go a little North African. Here she is with Tom Jones, looking rather Egyptian. Look at her head wrap there, this headdress. Really, it is the Nefertiti headdress, isn't it? Take a look at this headdress. Aretha Franklin wore whatever she wanted to. And again, this was homage to her heritage. If you take a look at this extraordinary headdress, it makes you wonder why people made such a fuss. Of the hat she wore when she sang so beautifully at President Obama's inauguration, this hat was memed. This hat was photoshopped on everyone. Why? It's absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing extraordinary or extreme about it, at least not compared to the headdress on the left. But here's the thing. That was Miss Aretha Franklin. She wore whatever she wanted to. And what I find really interesting, if you look at her later stage costumes and gowns, she is still sort of borrowing a lot from the kombubu and from the kanga and from dashikis. It suited her, and it was a connection to her heritage. I can't think of any other African-American female artist who has done this, at least not as consistently as the wonderful Miss Franklin. I'm very sorry to see her go. She was always one of my favorites. So much talent, so much humor. She'll be missed. So rest in peace, Miss Aretha Franklin. You can contact me through my website, amandahalley.com. Join our Facebook group. We have over 2,000 members over there. Check out our publishing company, Dean Street Press. You might enjoy browsing our titles. I'll be back very soon with another episode on the Ultimate Fashion History, so just click that little circle to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.